Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Billy, and as you can tell, I have a Windows 8 laptop, and that's actually why I'm making this video, because I kind of just want to share my opinions on Windows 8 and what I like and what I really don't like. So let me just start off. This laptop is the HP Envy DV6, which, as you can clearly tell, obviously it's running Windows 8, but that starts one of my problems with Windows 8, because this is not a touchscreen laptop, and as you can see, Windows 8 is touch based, like almost entirely touchscreen based. So there goes my number one problem with Windows 8. Why would you put Windows 8 on a non-touchscreen laptop? Yes, I actually do like Windows 8 because of the increasing popularity of tablets and touchscreen laptops and convertibles and stuff. But in this situation, I think it's absolutely the stupidest thing, because it's entirely touchscreen based and you have to use a mouse, and that doesn't really make it very easy to use. I mean, yeah, granted, you do kind of learn over the time period, but just stupid little things like that, where it would make so much more sense to just be able to touch, but no, you had to have a stupid mouse because it's not touchscreen. So that's yeah. And then in order to, so I'll open up a couple of apps to show you, whereas normally you would just be able to slide the app over and be able to do like that. Instead, you got to swipe up here, and basically you got to do gymnastics with the mouse. And as you can tell, using the mouse isn't really the greatest thing, because the slightest little touch will basically switch the apps, and it's just very irritating. So I know this sounds like I'm I'm trying not to rant, but I just can't help it because it's so stupid. Like, see, like all I do is now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's way too easy to switch apps, and then other times it just doesn't really want to work, and then you got to be able to do hand gymnastics to do that. So my point is, Windows 8, see, there's the multitasking, it just doesn't work on a non-touchscreen laptop. It just does not work. I don't understand why they're still putting it on touchscreen laptops. Granted, this is probably a year-old laptop, but Windows 8 is more than a year old, so I don't understand why you would do this. Why? It sounds like I don't like Windows 8, and truth is, I like the idea of Windows 8. I just don't. My impressions of it, having used it on a non-touchscreen based computer, I just don't. It basically leaves a bad taste. That's not to say that Windows 8 isn't bad, which I know it's not. It's actually the way of the future, because it's, like I said, it's based on touchscreen. But just my overall impressions, I don't like the way in which I've used it. Is the best way I can say that. I mean, it's good. Luckily though, this, see, there's not one to cooperate. I'm hitting the button. Okay. But this is just a live tile. This, see, I didn't even touch it, and it just randomly opened. Go away. See, it basically becomes very, very difficult to use on here, and yeah, that's that. I mean, what can you say? Very frustrating to use on a non-touchscreen laptop. See, it doesn't even want to cooperate half the time. But luckily, there is one saving grace, and that you still do get your desktop, which is absolutely perfect. You know, works perfect for a non-touchscreen computer. But this in itself kind of creates problems because you still got this whole stupid thing where you got to go up in the corner and swipe, and that just becomes very inconvenient with the mouse. So, but also the other problem is, the biggest problem I'm having so far with Windows 8, it cannot decide whether it wants to be in the live tiles or the desktop. Because as you can see, this right here is all pretty much for the live tile, which would be the touchscreen based part. However, you still have all your other stuff down here, but sometimes whenever you click on something, it takes you back to the live tiles. For example, let me click on settings. Okay, so it would make sense to have your settings over here in the corner. Yeah, that's fine. It would make sense to be able to just swipe over, okay, whatever. I can get to my settings real quick, easily. Be able to change my settings within the desktop. Nope. It takes you to the stupid non-touchscreen live tile crap that, you know, you have to be able to use the touchscreen or be very, very frustrated by using the mouse. So that's pretty much that. And then, yeah, so all in all, Windows 8 is actually technically Windows 8.1, by the way. I just consider it Windows 8 because I haven't been able to notice any significant features. So all in all, it's a good idea that I don't think that it should not have come out until last year, because not like last year, but like basically it shouldn't have come out until the second half of 2013, because when it first came out, this was one of the first computers running it, and it just wasn't optimized for the hardware. So I think that they should have waited until more and more manufacturers were ready to put out hardware that could run it the way that it's meant to be run. So all in all, good operating system, yes. You just got to make sure you have touchscreen based hardware, otherwise you will get very frustrating. So that's that. I appreciate you watching my video. Like I said, I really do like the concept of Windows 8. I just wish the hardware that I have running it was better. But that's okay because apparently my dog wants to get in my lap. Nah, all seriousness though, I'm just going to send this computer back, and I'm just going to go buy a $350 Dell Venue 8 Pro, which is pretty much all I need, because that one's, it's a little 8-inch tablet, which is no big deal. That's fine, whatever. It's all touchscreen. Plus, it has the ability to upgrade a hard drive, or not hard drive, but it has 32 gigs of internal storage and a expandable slot. So being able to, and all that's all I really need, because I don't really use my laptop that much anyways, just because it's so frustrating using a touchscreen based OS basically on a non-touchscreen computer. So I guess, yeah, I mean, that's that. I'm gonna quit repeating myself. So I do plan on trying Windows 8 on an all touchscreen based hardware. And maybe my opinions will change, maybe they won't, who knows. I don't really use a computer. I mostly use Android anyways, so I mean, who knows. That may change, that may not change. Like I said, I use Android for everything because my phone pretty much is my computer replacement. I'm not really sure even why I got this laptop, but I did, and that's that, and I plan on sending it back. So instead of continuously repeating myself like I have been for the last like 2 minutes, sounding really stupid, that's that, and hopefully you enjoyed the video.